Alright, so in this video I'm going to give you some tips on how to convert hourly data that's partially in rows into columns. Okay, so this should be used in conjunction with the index function, so you can make one long column for a year's worth of hourly data. So right now what we have is January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, all the way through December 31st in our rows. So each row is a day of the year, and then each column is hour of the day. Okay, and so what we want is one long column that starts January 1st at 1 a.m. and then goes all the way just vertically to December 31st at 12 p.m. Okay, so we can use this in DView or in pivot tables. Okay, so again, this should be used in conjunction with the index function. I'm just going to give you some insight here. This might help you out a little bit in terms of creating an index function formula that will get you one long row. So this will get you started, hopefully. So what we want to do first is have day of the year. Okay, and then we're going to do hour of the day, right? And what we need to do is we need to have, so this should be the first day of the year, right? So January 1st, okay? And this is going to be hour of the day, so it's going to be from 1 a.m. through 12 p.m. So it's going to go 1 to 24. So let's do that first. We'll go 1 to 24 here. Okay. And then I'm going to convert this to a general, so it's a little more intuitive, right? And then this is just going to be for this January 1st, obviously has 24 hours. Okay, so we just need 24 of these ones. Right. So we'll go down until we have one day. Okay, so this is our starting point. So this is the 24 hours of January 1st. Now what we need is for this to say 2, because it's January 2nd, and have 1 through 24, and then 3 and 1 through 24, and so on. So you could do that manually, do some copy and pasting. You're going to have to, copy and paste 364 times. So instead of doing that, we can actually use Excel to sort of make quick work of this. And what we can do, if you think about a really simple formula, the next day is going to be just one more, right? So this is going to be this plus 1. Okay, and so that gives us 2, right? And obviously, since there's 24 of these ones, if we drag this down, it's going to give us 24 2s, right? And I don't know how far I went down. But what's beautiful about this is if I go too far, what it's going to do is you can see it automatically goes to day 3, because this is going to go, it's basically going up 24 rows and then adding 1 to that. So once it gets to day 2, it's going to automatically add 1 to that and go to day 3, right? Excuse me, and so on. So we can actually copy all the way down 8,760 rows, and it's going to give us our 365 days. Okay, so that's one tip, but we're going to need to we want to make it easy on ourselves, and we'll make, we can just do this. Let's do this right now. So let's do just do total hours. You can call this as kind of a dummy column for now. Right, so this is hour 1, this is hour 2, and so on until we get down to hour 8,760, which is how many hours are in a year. So there's a relatively quick way. We could drag all the way down and just sort of pull it all the way down until we get 8,760. But a faster way to do this is to do, if we go to the Home tab, and then we want to go to this Fill or Series option here. Okay, so it's under Editing. We go to Series. Right, so we click on Series. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do a column that goes from 1 through 8,760. Okay, so what this is going to do is it's going to say every cell is going to be 1 more until we reach 8,760. If we wanted to, we could do, if we wanted to do every 5, we could do, 5, 10, 15, 20, etc. down to 8,760. But what we want to do is just 1. we click OK. So what that's going to do is going to fill all the way down. You can go down here and see it stopped at 8,760. So this is great. Now we have from 1 to 8,760. So that's our full, all of our hours in the year. All right, so now we can do sort of a quick drag down. And so here, right, we go from 1 to 24. Right, remember, this is our hour of the day. So we go 1 to 24. And we want to start back over 1 here. So we're going to go 1 to 24 again. Again, a nice little trick. We can just set this equal to this. Okay, so we go back to 1, change this format again, and now we can go all the way down, and it should just go 1 to 24 and repeat, right? Because it's just setting it equal to 24 rows above. Okay, so now we have 24 all the way down through the end of the year, excuse me. And now we can drag this all the way down because we have something next to it, right? So this, remember, was our original formula. So if you double click this, you can see it stops at 365, right? So you can, and again, we should always do a sanity check here. So let's double check our numbers here. So we should have day 365 should have 24 hours in it. And there we go. We have our 24 hours, right? So 8,760 hours. Okay, so again, this is not the entire solution to using the index function to convert this linear data into a columnar data, but it will it should be helpful for you to do that. And by the way, we don't actually need this column, so we can just go ahead and highlight that whole thing and delete it. It's not going to hurt anything. But we could have just hit delete. Okay, so now we deleted that, and so we are in good shape. So this should help you get started on your index function.